Today, I'm going to be watching and reacting to a video I've been excited to watch for a while now. Jubilee is answering the age-old question, can friends with benefits truly stay friends with benefits? So, without further ado, let's just get into the video.
Like, if I want to see somebody else, I'm going to. You know what I mean? And I'll let her know.
Like on a date or like
on a date
sleep with someone
sleep
else.
with somebody. Yeah, it may happen.
How does that make you feel knowing that like another girl can come around and...
There's been girls that like even at work flirt with him and stuff, and I just walk away. I don't want to see it, you know.
Ooh, this is getting spicy already. As somebody who's never had a friends with benefits situation, I'm super excited for this video because I'm like, what's it actually like? I feel like a lot of people start dating or like can't be friends anymore once they enter a friends with benefits situation, and this is already kind of going down that route. It seems like she's more interested in having a relationship than him.
I've definitely gotten the jealousy part the best of me.
Timothy Chalamet's in this video? Oh,
Why?
Oh, we need to back that up. That was clean. Look at that. Oh,
Why?
Everybody turned at the same time. I don't know why that gets me, dude. That gets me pumped for this video.
Why do we take sex so seriously? Are monogamous relationships outdated, or are these friends with benefits actually hiding their true feelings for you?
Yes.
I'm Ka Takahashi, and today's episode of Split Decision is about friends with benefits.
I can tell you before we even start the video, friends with benefits is a dumb decision. If y'all can't make it official, then don't do it. You're gonna ruin your friendship no matter what by including sex into it. I'm sorry, that's just a line that once you cross, you can't go back from. It might go perfectly well, but most of the times I can guarantee you somebody's gonna catch feelings and heartbreak is gonna happen at the end of it anyway. He's on a platform. I'm sorry, I can't get over it. Either it's to make him look taller than everybody else, or maybe just because he's the host. I don't know. It's just so funny to me.
Are you guys ready? Yeah. Let's do this.
No, I'm not ready.
The first prompt is, I wasn't instantly attracted to you.
Ooh.
Make your split decisions in 3,
All right, so yes is agree
1.
and no is disagree.
Go ahead and turn around. Ooh. You got some nods of agreement, like yeah. Jaden and Reese, you actually both disagree.
So some people entered the friendship aspect of their relationship just so that way they could get in each other's pants.
Yeah, so it took a second. We met at work. Don't get me wrong, I definitely find you attractive. It just, it's the insides too is what counts. So it took a second, like once I started to figure out your work ethic and, you know, other things you bring to the table, that's what really attracted me to you. You know, I'm not discrediting your looks whatsoever, but
this is where we get into weird ground. Like, dude, you're talking to her like a boyfriend would talk to a girlfriend. No. It's not. Trust me, I am attracted to you. I just wasn't initially attracted to you because I didn't know you well enough. Very valid reason, but the way he's talking about it is like, oh, I feel like this one's just not gonna end well.
I had to warm up to you.
How does that make you feel, hearing that?
I didn't know about that. I thought at first, like, I was like, okay, like this is a cute boy that I work with. This is super cool. I thought he felt the same way, but after a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think it was just like that immediate attraction of like, let's try to get this guy's number or Instagram or something.
Yeah? Did you go for it?
I made the first move though. That's what I'm saying. Like she didn't. If she felt like that, she should have, you know, but I have to warm up with people in general.
I need to this is gonna be a video where I have to pause because I'm cringing every other second. This is so hard to watch because you just have everybody else surrounding them and they're just kind of like listening to the conversation that feels like it should be between two people. I'm gonna have to do some breathing exercises. Okay.
Brad, Gia, so both. It was right away. Spark was there.
I don't even know if we currently find each other attractive.
We probably don't right now.
Yeah.
You don't even find each attractive now. You're like,
it took until Halloween. We met in August, but Halloween is where it really took off.
Yeah.
I was dressed as a penguin.
I was a hot dog.
It got to the best of us, and that's kind of what...
Was that it?
He saw her as a hot dog and she saw him as a penguin. And they both said, yeah, that does it for me. They're not even attracted to each other now. Y'all are either really like repressing some feelings deep down so you don't actually have to deal with them, or why are you even sleeping together to begin with?
I just don't think we like how we look normally, like each other.
Like every person is so attractive.
Yeah, like everyone's so attractive.
We're all so beautiful
like
here.
Like everyone here.
But Halloween is just a special time
of the year. Like they say it's Christmas.
Attractive.
Yeah.
They both, there's absolutely, I'm sorry, there's no way. They're both on the same page about everything. everything. Everybody's so beautiful just in general, and everybody here is so beautiful. Yeah, everybody's so here beautiful, and so just I'm sorry that I don't believe you, but I straight up I feel like I don't believe you. You guys are like veering so hard in the other direction. Like, no, we are friends with benefits, but we're just friends with benefits. But we don't even find each other attractive unless we're sleeping with each other, which we are doing.
Caleb, the attraction was instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We also met at a costume party.
It was late at the party, and then she walks in, and it sounds so corny, but it's so true. It literally was like,
love at first sight.
Who is she? I was like, what the heck?
Did you have that like spark that he mentioned where it's like...
I didn't even see him at the beginning. So...
It sounds...
Okay, well, if she walked in late and he turned and saw her walk in, it was like, she's pretty. Bro, if you're both instantly attracted to each other, then just start dating.
It sounds pretty...
It was.
Like...
I think so.
Like love at first sight kind of thing. I'm not saying that...
Does he want to date? Kat's like, it was romantic. And he's like, yeah, it was romantic. So why aren't you guys dating?
That's what it sounds like. So how do you go from such a strong like spark, but then y'all are just...
I think this is the craziest part, is that we didn't exchange phone numbers or anything, and then we're both on dating sites, and then we both liked each other on Tinder.
I'm getting pissed off. I'm sorry. You're both attracted to each other out the gate. This dude fucking agrees that it was basically love at first sight. Then they match on a dating app. How is this a friends with benefits situation?
And I was like, you're the girl from the party. She was like, you're the man from the party.
That's how you know it's meant to be. I'm afraid a relationship will ruin what we have together.
Everybody's gonna say yes.
Make your split decision.
I'm sorry, but like, if you didn't agree with that, why are you only friends with benefits? It's such a weird in-between state.
3, 2, 1.
And if you're not afraid, then just date.
All right, go ahead
Then just
and turn
date.
around.
This is what I'm realizing. Friends with benefits, pussy behavior. You guys are all scared to get in a relationship with each other because it might be, how would it be different exactly? Yeah, you can't sleep with anybody else, but you're already sleeping with each other and you already have feelings for each other for some of them. Like, make a decision, I guess. Will they, won't they? Not in between they, not they might.
Gia, let's start with you.
Yeah, we're just friends. Like, we're just, nothing else. Never felt romantic attraction, so never, ever. We don't ever talk about relationships.
No, at the end of the day, like, if you had a cat, I'd take care of it.
Yeah.
You don't,
No,
so there's
I don't.
no need to.
Like, that.
So you're not afraid then? I'm confused. Because they're not afraid of having a relationship because they don't want a relationship.
Like, that's the only
So
benefits we
we're
need.
kind of chilling
really.
where we are.
Yeah, we're so chill.
This is like just sex.
No,
And
just
friends.
friends.
Just friends.
No, we're just friends.
Yeah, I think friends is the best
Just friends.
for us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hold on. They're really confusing me. The amount of over-explanation that they are doing to showcase that they are just friends. Are you guys sleeping together or not?
Huh.
For now. Forever.
For now?
Wait.
Forever?
Forever.
You guys are so cute. I just have to say it. I know you're not like a thing, but it's like you guys are so cute.
What if they're dating and they came on this to just fuck with Jubilee?
I said no because I was like I can't imagine us ever being in a relationship.
Yeah, that's also why I said no.
Or catching feelings.
I'm not afraid of it ruining what we have together. I just don't think we want to be.
Or if
in
one of us started to catch feelings, we would just communicate that to the
Yeah.
other one, and then we'd move forward. Like that's why we didn't do anything. We were just friends for like a year and a half before we met, because we are not compatible in that way. But we've got like some sexual compatibility. So it was like a year and a half in that we were like, oh, okay, well we can do this. But there's nothing.
See, that's why I would assume that the other two would have gone no, because you're so content with being friends with benefits that a relationship wouldn't ruin anything because you don't want a relationship. That's the implication of saying yes, is that you kind of want to be in a relationship, but you're afraid that a relationship will change your dynamic.
And there was never like any kind of spark, like, oh, maybe.
No.
Girl, God, no.
No, God, no.
God,
You're
no.
Like,
No, that's
really?
no, that's my friend.
What is it
but-
about Noah that you're like absolutely cannot be in a relationship with?
I mean, there's nothing bad that I don't like about him, but it's like, I mean,
It's just a different dynamic. Like,
Yeah.
you can be good friends with some, but not necessarily good roommates with them. And I think the same applies to a relationship.
Okay, I guess I get that, kind of. Maybe it's because I see relationships as like you are friends with benefits. That I'm like, what would the difference be? But I guess you need to be more attentive when it's a relationship and like be more lovey-dovey. This is making me think too much and I don't want to anymore. This is just supposed to be a fun video about friends with benefits, and now I'm like, what's the definition of friends? What's the definition of a relationship? We're 5 minutes in and I'm already like exhausted. I think I'm realizing I don't understand friends with benefits. I hate friends with benefits. I hate every single one of these guys except for this last couple because they seem to understand what the fuck they want to do. And I hate things I don't understand. But isn't that really like the human experience, to hate things you don't understand? Who knew I'd get this philosophical?
So Reese, you are afraid that a relationship will ruin what you have together.
Yeah, I think that we agree on this, of the fact that we've both had relationships that we were friends with the person beforehand, and now we like don't have that same friendship afterwards because we just don't talk to that person anymore. So I feel like if we were to get into a relationship and something were to happen, we just wouldn't want to risk losing each other as people in our lives.
This is what confuses me about that line of thinking though, because friends with benefits, you have to kind of have some sort of detachment. Once one of you enters into a relationship with somebody else, wouldn't the other person be hurt? Hey, I'm throwing you away, I'm done with you, found somebody I actually want to date. You're not good enough for me. Like, wouldn't that be so hurtful that, like, how would you be able to maintain that friendship? If one of you's in a relationship and the other one just has to kind of watch it and be there. Depending on who you're dating, if they know about the whole friends with benefits situation, like, I wouldn't be comfortable with my boyfriend having a friend that he had friends with benefits with. How do you see her as just a friend? You saw her naked. There was no attraction there. I don't have anything to worry about. Like, I would spiral. I would not be able to handle it. But that's just me. It's just weird because I'm like, either way, your dynamic has changed because now you've introduced sex to it. So either way, like once you stop, are you really going to be able to go back to just being friends without wanting the benefits, without being attracted to each other in that way? Like, you're attracted enough to each other to want to sleep with each other. I don't know.
We have established a really good friendship bond. I don't want to risk throwing that away. You know, on top of the fact, school, I have a couple other things that I have going on in my life at the moment. So, yeah, that's just one of the reasons why.
It sounds tough because you're obviously both attracted to each other, right? And you love each other as friends, right?
Yeah.
And so doesn't the whole, you know, being intimate with each other, isn't that
never
risky
boils
in a
over.
relationship? Is it like risky?
Thank you for asking the exact same question that I was wondering the answer to.
We've had this talk a lot, actually. Like, I'm very set on where I'm at, and I've actually set the boundaries from the get-go when we started talking. Like, from the first time we had sex, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're just friends. I have yada, yada, yada in my life I got going on. And I made that crystal clear.
I don't know if she agrees with that. I think she wants to be in a relationship and he's just like, I don't have time for a relationship. And I just feel like you're making time to sleep with her and to spend time with her. So what's the difference between being friends with benefits and being in a relationship?
The outside looking in, look like a relationship. That's cool, like, you know what I mean? But I know what it is in my head, and it's not, you know what I mean? Because I know if she has a chance to catch feelings, which, you know, she may have already. And so I knew, like, you know, yeah, I have to lay those boundaries down just to be respectful, you know?
And how did you feel when he, you know, you guys have been together a couple of times and he's just like, boom, here are the boundaries?
I told him, like, if you want to keep continuing this, like, I just want to be between us. I don't want him to like go out and have sex with another girl, you know? So that's kind of my boundary that I had too. So I guess we kind of like laid out our own boundaries.
This relationship, friends with benefits situation, is not going to end well. She's caught feelings. Clearly, you want to be in a relationship. We're friends with benefits, but we can only sleep with each other. That's a relationship. This is me showing my type A personality stuff where I'm like, if you guys have a friends with benefits relationship, you need to sit down, talk about it, and have a detailed plan, because otherwise things get messy and you need to have strict boundaries with each other that both people have to agree with.
I was okay with it. I mean, it kind of made me sad, but then I realized like I need to grow myself too without a relationship right now.
So you kind of wanted maybe it to turn into something more.
Yeah. I mean, I still do.
Oh yeah, just, you know, speaking the obvious right there. I'm glad, you know what, at least she has enough presence of mind to say, I still do want it to turn into something more.
It's 100% there. We talk about it all the time.
Oh, gotcha.
But he's so set on like, I need school. I mean, we go to the same school and we have the same class and we do the same work. So in my head, it's like, I don't think that I'm gonna be pushing you away from that. I'm only gonna be like growing you.
But you just mentioned, so you are a monogamous. You don't sleep with anybody else. Is that right?
I hope so.
Uh-oh. Well, we know from the stinger in the beginning that he does want to sleep with other people and like date other people. I'm so confused about his intentions. Babe, what is your excuse? You just want some free pussy, don't you? You guys both go to the same school, are in the same kind of classes, so if you were to be in a relationship, she'd just be helping you with school even more. You both spend time together because you're friends. You sleep together because you have benefits. Like, what is it? She just said, I hope he doesn't sleep with other people. Did he ever agree? If he is sleeping with, he's not telling you, which that could be really dangerous. We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Don't mind me. Breathing exercise number 2. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm okay. My brain is just malfunctioning right now, but that's okay. What else is new?
She just said if I do to let her know. That's what it is. So it's not necessarily monogamous. It's just like if I see somebody, let it be known to her. I guess she'll decide if she's okay with it. But like,
have you had to have that conversation?
Not yet. Like, honestly, no, not yet.
I'm glad that the boundary was at least set to let her know. That way he's not just out sleeping with other girls, potentially getting STIs and transmitting it back to her. I feel like he's trying to keep his options open and he doesn't want to commit. And she kind of looked a little like, please tell me you don't want to sleep with anybody else. It just seems like she wants to commit and he doesn't. And she's just trying to be okay with it because she doesn't want to lose him.
Like, if I want to see somebody else, I'm going to. You know what I mean? And I'll let her know.
Like on a date or like sleep with someone else.
Sleep with somebody. It's not set, like, you know, like the way I'm looking at it is.
She's trying to be okay with it. She really is. And he has to make sure that she's okay with it before he sleeps with anybody else. That's basic. You guys are just basically in an open relationship. This isn't even friends with benefits. It just sounds like an open relationship on his end.
Dolly walking down the street says, hey, let's have sex or whatever. And she's cute. And whatever, you know, I'm gonna let her know and, you know.
And you'll do it.
And it may happen. Yeah, it may happen.
How does that make you feel knowing that like another girl can come around and if she's down to go, he's down to go.
I've gotten myself into like some jealousy. There's been girls that like even at work flirt with him and stuff, and I just walk away. I don't want to see it, you know, I block it out. And then sometimes I've gotten mad at him. I'm like, why are you talking to her? But it's not my place now that I've learned.
Oh, honey. This whole video is gonna put me through like the 5 stages of grief. I'm just trying to feel so bad for her right now. Babe, leave him. I don't think this is healthy for you and for your growth as a person.
I've definitely gotten the jealousy part the best of me.
Caleb, you are afraid that getting a relationship will ruin what you have right now.
Not exactly afraid of ruining what we have. It's just, we've already talked about it. We're both just not ready for a relationship. It's just casual right now. We also spent a lot of time together very quickly. I think in the first week of us meeting, I think we spent like 3 to 4 days together.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna let you in on some personal information. Okay. When I first met my boyfriend, we spent every day for an entire week at least together. That's relationship shit. When you like that person so much, you want to be with them all the time. You both aren't ready for a relationship. You're basically in one.
Kind of like dating? Like you were dating a little bit? Were you, were you testing for compatibility for a relationship?
No, I don't think it was either of that. I think it was that we were both just kind of in the honeymoon phase of anything and you're very happy.
What was like the point where you decided, you know what? Keep it casual.
Honeymoon phase, that's for a relationship.
For me, when I found out he was talking to other girls, I was like, I mean, that's cool, but like, that's,
got you.
We're just friends then.
Were you like disappointed a little bit when you found out he was talking to other girls?
I didn't like care. I just hate when people like go out of their way and like tell you something like, hey, I'm not talking to other people.
And then they are.
And you are. So it's like, and we had this conversation last week. And then when I said that I don't care, just tell me, because I stopped talking to everyone for him. And then when I found that out, I was like,
I'm like still on dating apps, but I don't even have a girl that I'm talking to even casually.
These people annoy me so much. I'm sorry. This is just gonna be an hour and a half of me fucking complaining. So she stopped talking to other guys, so monogamous. He's not talking to other girls, monogamous. And the only reason that it's casual is spite. Also, like, imagine somebody talking to you and they've already got like a friends with benefits on the side. Couldn't be me. I guess I'm like too much of a monogamous person. I'm like, I need to be in a relationship.
The next prompt is, your friend with benefits is afraid of commitment.
Ooh,
Make your split decisions in 3, 2,
I feel like the guys are gonna say no. Yeah. Oh.
Okay, go ahead and turn around. No, right off the bat, you're saying yes, Tanner is afraid of commitment. Tell us more.
I've been observing a pattern throughout our friendship, not involving me, but involving a number of other people.
It's a known thing.
Go on.
I feel like you go for a lot of people who I don't think
are
you're
not
compatible with.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like maybe you intentionally do that. Because
I
you're
love a
scared
man
of
who
that.
sleeps on a mattress on the floor.
Interesting.
But you know, like, because he's gonna treat me wrong.
And you like that?
Sure.
Interesting.
It's a trauma response.
Woof. Okay. Wow. You know what though? I had a feeling that they were gonna be a healthy yes/no kind of situation where he's like, I know that he's not looking for people who want commitment. He is looking for people who don't want a commitment. And the other guy's just like, yeah, very true. Astute observation there, bud.
Why is that? Why do you like?
Well, I don't actually like it. It's like, that's what I'm saying. It's a joke.
that's what you're drawn to.
That's what I seek, right? Because it's not gonna get me some kind of commitment. If a guy treats me right, I run. I'm like, oh no,
Oh, he's treating me good.
Yeah.
Gotta get out of here.
No, like literally.
I don't want to call out my friends, but like some of my friends are like this. Oh, he treats me like shit. Oh, he's already like talking to other people. Something about that just makes me even more attracted to him. I can't have him. Is that what it is? I love him because I can't have him kind of shit. Oh, he treats me well. Kind of gross. I would hate this type of relationship. Oh my God.
Are you concerned?
No, I mean, I don't. Like, he's like 24, not like 45. I'm not concerned he's gonna go to the grave with nobody in his life. I think it's maybe something to think about and examine with yourself when you're ready.
Which I do, right? I mean,
it's not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
All right, and Reese, you are on yes. You're saying yes. This is so shocking. You're on yes, really?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
What?
I'm real curious.
Jaden over here. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's not as deep as that.
It's just that you only want to fuck me and you don't want to date me. Therefore, you're scared of commitment.
As much as like we're so connected, he doesn't want anything. And like I know that it's not just from a commitment point of view, but I think that there's a little bit of that he doesn't want that pressure, and the pressure comes with commitment. And so like being that he can't take that pressure, I don't know if he can take the commitment. Personally, just with me. I don't know about with anyone else. Possibly like if he really found himself compatible with someone, I bet you he could, since he has. But I believe like if he was abstinent for so long prior to me, and then it's been like this throughout the past year or over a year, it seems to me that like he just wants to stick to himself.
It's been over a year of you guys being friends with benefits. Babe, stop chasing him. You literally said, yeah, I don't know if he's afraid of commitment, but he's afraid of commitment specifically with me. I'm not afraid of that commitment, but he is with me specifically.
Don't take it personal. Like, don't mistake my like non-desire to entertain a relationship with like commitment issues. Like, I don't think I have commitment issues at all. Like, if I wanted to be in a relationship, I'd be in a relationship, I feel like. You know, simply put, just because the time and place to be dating is not right now doesn't mean I personally an issue with commitment, you know? And don't take it.
But for me, I feel like it's a little bit just because our connection's so strong.
I hear you.
know?
Yeah.
She wants to be in a relationship so bad. He's just like, if I wanted to be in a relationship, I would be in a relationship and I'd be committed. I don't want that right now. And she's like, but you're afraid of it with me. Because I want to be in a committed relationship, you don't. And that's okay, I'm fine with it. Really fine with it. Like, babe, I'm sorry, she clearly wants to either you get in a committed relationship, which you clearly want with him at least, or you like actually are alone. Because this is, I don't know what that is. It's like you are in the relationship and he's not. We listen and we don't judge. We listen and we don't judge. Breathing exercise number 3.
For you, it's
that I feel like
there is an issue there.
Yeah, there is an issue for committing to me. Yeah.
I don't think an issue with commitment has to mean like it's something that's wrong with you. It's like just that you're not committing for whatever reason, right? Like you're not looking to commit at this moment. It's not necessarily an issue. I'm open about that and honest with myself, and he honestly seems to be the same.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. I have no issue with that. I mean, I feel like he set that pretty straight from the beginning with the boundaries, but like I've said, our connection's just so strong that it's just like Okay, it seems a little bit that you might
Yeah, I think
be.
you also don't have to be okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay to feel however you feel about it.
Okay, Tanner just coming in and playing host, playing therapist, doing Kat Takahashi's role. Kat, where you at, bro? Step in, step up, do your fucking job. Tanner's taking it over for you, dude. I love that he's just like, listen, it's fine that you don't want to commit. It's also fine that you're not okay with him not wanting to commit. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, but is it? Because it doesn't seem healthy for at least her. Mentally healthy, at least. I feel bad, okay? Like, she clearly wants to be with him, and he doesn't want to commit to her. He doesn't want to be in a relationship at all, it seems like. I don't know. This stuff is too confusing, guys. Like, I literally do not understand any of these dynamics, besides maybe the guys, because it seems like both of them are friends, both of them want the benefits, neither of them actually want to be together in a relationship, neither of them seem to really want to be in a relationship in general right now. That makes sense. They did a good job finding these people, though, because it kind of is, like, all across the spectrum.
Like, it's okay to feel however you feel about it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And you four, you're all on no. And this doesn't have to be necessarily about like your relationship with each other, but just in general. Would you still say any commitment issues, maybe just in life as a person?
Just maybe would even overcommit. Like, not in that way, but like if we're ever swiping on Tinder, like I don't know if it's just me deflecting my own person onto you, but it's like planning out the next 10 years with them. And like you look at every single thing and it's like, oh, they like cats, maybe not. Like, I don't think that's gonna work. Oh, like you're 18 and it's like, oh, they want kids. I don't really know. So it's like,
some people put too much information on Tinder. It's like, I don't need to know what your most used app is, you know?
yeah,
like,
and that's gonna just hurt in the committing process.
Yeah, it's like, put less info so I have less to reject you. Sorry. I've never been in like a real relationship before, ever. So I think because I haven't, it's like I'm scared of like what that might mean.
Yeah, I think it's pretty obvious the fact that you're trying to convince yourself that you're not in love with the guy you're fucking with. Or even attracted to him. Like, go a step further. You don't even know this guy and you're fucking him. It's so weird to me to like overcompensate for that fact. Like that's exactly what it is. You're overcompensating, trying to convince everybody else because you're really trying to convince yourself.
I don't know. I'm always just scared to get hurt. And in my head, I mean, this is like stupid, but like in my head, it's like if I get in a relationship, you're either like, it's so stupid, but you're either gonna get married one day or you're gonna break up, and I don't want to break up because then that's gonna hurt. So
No,
I just think about the future too much.
Yeah.
That's like my issue. But
Is what you have together the most relationship-y relationship you've ever had? Like, is this friends with benefits your kind of first?
I had like situationships, and then I've been scared to commit. So.
Gotcha.
Okay, so he was wrong when he said that she's not afraid of commitment, clearly. I think she's very much afraid of commitment, and this is like her, probably her closest to an actual relationship with somebody then. That makes, okay. See, now things are starting to come together. I mean, I get it. I was always scared to enter into a relationship because of what she said exactly, which is either you're gonna break up or you're gonna get married, and I don't want to break up. I just want to get married. I don't want to ever have to experience heartbreak because it sounds really painful. It's also funny to me because it's also like, maybe because she's trying so hard to like detach any feelings from him, and he's doing the same with her, that it will work out. But I'm like, how are you, like, you're still sleeping with somebody, you're still gonna get romantically or sexually or even emotionally attached to this person, and then once it inevitably doesn't work out, I mean, unless you start dating each other, whatever, but if you go back to being friends, like, wouldn't that be a sort of heartbreak too? I don't know.
So it's just a friendship.
Yeah, and there's no reason to commit. We're both 18 right now. Well, I'm 19 tomorrow.
Tomorrow is his birthday.
We're both 18 right now, so it's like...
Yeah, very young.
Oh, they're both super young. I didn't realize they were that young either. Damn, they're only 18? Oh my god, ew. I'm 5 years older than them. Oh! Ugh. It makes a lot more sense to me why they're just friends with benefits and not in a relationship. They've got so much time to be able to actually get into committed relationships.
The next prompt is, most people don't understand our relationship.
Me.
Make your split decisions in 3, 2.
I don't understand it. Oh, ooh.
Go ahead and turn around. Oh. All right, we're confusing people here. Noah, you say yes.
I feel like people in our lives do. I feel like a lot of the general public
That's exactly
is
what I was
confused
saying
by
too.
it.
Like, I think everyone here doesn't necessarily understand it, but the people in our lives do.
The people in our lives do, yeah. If we meet somebody new who, especially if they don't like do any kind of sex work, a lot of times they're confused by the idea of having a prolonged friends with benefits situation that doesn't have any kind of feelings involved.
Right.
Yeah, I have to agree. I'm not in sex work, and I don't understand friends with benefits with no feelings involved. I understand one-night stands, hookups, whatever, because that's just like, get it out of the way. You got a nut, you got to clear your balls out, whatever. What I don't understand is you have a close connection with somebody, you have a bond with somebody, and yet you don't want to be with them romantically, but you do want to be with them sexually. So the lines just get super blurred for me, where I'm like, but you have that bond, you have that connection. And I think when I think of relationships, a big part of it really is friendship. So it's like, for me, I just kind of see my relationship with my boyfriend as a friends with benefits type of situation. And because I don't have that sexual attraction to my other friends, we're just friends. It's hard for me to unblur those lines.
Which, I'm like, looking at you guys, I understand why.
Right. Like, damn. No offense.
Damn. I really do feel like they're the healthiest of the friends with benefits situation, because they're on the same page with everything. I'm not confused at all by theirs, because there is no emotional attachment. There is no romantic attachment. Not me like psychoanalyzing this video. It's supposed to be funny, this video. Probably not picking up on that though.
Sorry, what did you say?
Nothing.
What'd you say? Nothing.
A lot of you guys think it's just boyfriend and girlfriend without saying it.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it at all.
Babe, I know you don't feel like it. She's madly in love with you, and you do not want a relationship. You just want some side pussy.
I try to help her get her understanding on it, because I've even made it clear, like, look, if this is something you're not comfortable with, like, I'm completely okay, like, with us stopping having sex. If we need to even stop talking outright for a second for you to get where you stand and get your footing, I'm cool with that, like, because I respect her as a person, and I want her to be cool. Like, if she's not okay and she's in her thoughts about this, that's not, like, I don't want that to continue.
He seems like he has strong boundaries and knows exactly what he wants to get out of the relationship, but he also knows that she's not falling in line with that, and that she has emotional connection, and he tries to like talk to her about it. But I don't know, I would just say maybe just kind of be a random hookup. If you guys still want to fuck, that's great, or if you guys want to be friends, that's great, but you should probably pick one or the other at this point, because it seems like you guys are not on the same page with that.
And that's, I think, a fair thing is that labels are,
Yeah, we're just really good friends.
I feel like I'm kind of understanding it more from them, just because they are so young. They don't want to put a label on their relationship. They just want to kind of have fun and still be friends. I mean, maybe they aren't romantically attracted to each other. There's no romantic investment. Otherwise, maybe they would be dating. But also, like, if she's afraid of commitment, I don't know. I feel like that's a good lesson. It's not for us to understand. It's not for me to understand, because I don't, and I don't know if I will.
Us four, I think we're getting there.
Yeah.
I think you two are getting there.
You too.
Awkward. You want to ask something?
It's kind of funny that they're all taking shots. I think everybody notices the tension between the two of them, and how she clearly wants to be in a relationship and he doesn't. Maybe go to therapy and couples therapy instead of going on this show.
You want to ask something?
Oh, how did you know that?
I could
That's
tell.
so crazy. Wow. I was just, okay, I'm trying to word it, but for you guys, the sex part of it isn't romantic. Is it just to get that fix?
It's
okay.
physical.
And like, he's there because we're just really good friends.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would like to kind of reword that question for you two, and kind of
Sit back. Let's do it.
with the idea that like spending 3-4 nights a week, or was it 2-3?
It's not set. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's 3. The next week it might be none. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So it's not set.
That was crazy. That was funny.
It's just however life is gonna lie.
But that's for you two to understand, right?
Right. For sure. Yeah. I think it's so individual.
Okay, so I was right. Okay, so maybe, it's so weird. So, okay, they must be sexually compatible then. They both want to have sex, and they're both just right there to receive it.
Group or couple, it's just so like what their dynamic is with each other. Each person, couple is so different. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, for us, it's better because it's like we have that romantic energy when we are in that moment, but we can also like be okay with not having the romantic side of it and still being friends with each other.
Yeah.
I think you are trying to convince yourself that you're okay with not being in a relationship with him. Oh yeah, when we're having sex, it's super romantic, super lovey-dovey. Might say that we love each other. You never know. But like, it's a switch that we can turn on and off, and we're okay just being friends. I'm okay just being friends. I'm okay being friends with him.
We're very romantic, but I definitely think from a public view of us, how we are in public, we look like friends. Besides the fact she's the opposite gender of me, like we're not super holding hands and cuddly and schmuddly. Like, You know, like
Well, I
we
would
sit
hope
on
not.
the opposite side of the table when we go and eat.
So does every couple. I'm not gonna sit next to my boyfriend when we're out to eat and be like, you like your food? How's it good? Is it good? How is it? I understand what he's saying though, but like, if you guys were lovey-dovey out in public, then you guys would literally just like be in a relationship. You're not sleeping with anybody else. You're romantic in bed. You're romantic just going out in person with each other. What's left? You guys are in a relationship at that point.
It depends. Like, yeah, in bed we look like we're together, but anything besides that, I feel like, you know.
We pay for our meals separately.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. So, you know, sometimes.
I think that's the biggest thing.
You said that's the biggest thing.
I think that, I mean, it just speaks volume.
That is kind of a big deal because if you're going out to eat, it's a date if somebody pays for the two of you. But if you're paying separately, it's just friends hanging out.
That's how you know people are friends with benefits. And
Yeah,
you're like,
for sure.
It's like a meme.
If you're splitting the check.
Exactly. When the waitress comes up, guaranteed they look at you and they're like, here's the one bill, and you're like, okay, can I split it? And they're like,
Oh, the friends with Ben.
Exactly. And Zell on the back end. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I see. You guys are fucking, but you're not dating. Okay, I see ya.
Someone will get hurt when this ends. Make your
Yes.
split decisions in 3, 2.
I think for couple 1 and couple 3, somebody will get hurt, and for couples 2 and 4, I think there's a better chance of people not getting hurt.
1.
I'm excited for this. Oh, you did not just step
All
on
right,
no
go ahead
girl.
and turn around.
Ooh.
You want to start first, please?
Yeah, this does not have anything to do with me and Noah. I said yes about one of the other couples.
Oh my god! I love Tanner. Tanner, you are my spirit animal, babe. Oh my god! Someone will get hurt when this ends. Yeah, when this video ends, one of these fucking couples are gonna be hurt as fuck. I cannot believe that! But where's the lie?
Sorry, but that's how I feel.
Okay.
You're saying that when their relationship ends.
I think they're gonna be talking after leaving here of anyone that's here. Just to be straight up.
Yeah, as someone actually who, not with Tanner, but has been in like a very similar situation before, do you think because you like him, you're maybe continuously like placing yourself in a position where you're going to get hurt?
Breathing exercise number 4. Things are getting fucking real. I love how they can see that, like, babe, you are gonna get hurt.
Yes and no. I think that it would be an issue if he was a bad person. I think that since he's such a good person and he brings like so much value and potential to the table, just being friends, I'm not getting hurt because it's friends with sex. And that's what we've established now. So yes, in a way, I keep going to these people that are like emotionally unavailable and stuff. So in that sense, yes, but at the same time, I feel like we just know each other well enough to understand that like that's all it is. Now, as much as like, yes, I've kind of gone through that hurt the past like year, so I think I'm sitting on no because I'm like come to terms with it now.
We really are going through the 5 stages of grief, huh? Man alive, holy moly. She's in her acceptance era, I guess. I don't know. I'm glad that at least she can admit that she knows he's emotionally unavailable. She's accepting that their friends with benefits is just that, nothing more. And she knows that she's in love with him and wants to be in a relationship with him. She's not trying to deny that. But babe, I want you to get some self-respect and try and find somebody who actually wants to be with you. Because just because this guy you're fucking is a good guy and a good friend, you want something more and he's not giving it to you. And you are putting yourself in a position of hurt.
Yeah, I would also add that someone doesn't have to be a bad person in order to hurt somebody.
Yeah,
Sometimes, you know, it just happens.
Yeah.
Because it's
Even
also
if there's
about
no
what you're willing
malicious
to
intent
accept.
whatsoever.
And
Yeah.
it's not like you're accepting something that you're not okay with or like that you shouldn't even. It's like the communication is there and you're not under any delusions.
Right.
So it's not like that.
The
but-
communication's there, and like the fact that he told me that I can have someone else whenever I want kind of makes me less hurt, because this whole time I haven't been anticipating a relationship with him because he's told me from the start that's not what it is.
Totally.
I can go out and talk to another guy if I wanted to. Like, he's not holding me in this one area. Because if he was, then I'd be getting myself hurt and I'd be putting myself in that position. But since like we have this kind of openness, I think that we know each other.
I love that they're playing therapist, not gonna lie, because they're asking the exact right questions that need to be asked for me to be able to kind of understand their relationship dynamic more. Anticipating stuff isn't what can hurt you. I think it's hoping for something. And I feel like she stays with him, not only because she's good friends with him, not only probably because it's good sex, but because she hopes that, okay, well, after he gets out of school, whatever, he'll want to start a relationship with me. And I know that she could choose to be with somebody else, and that probably helps too, but I'm like, is it really enough to know that you could leave anytime that you want?
Well, how about this?
This is the last thing I'm gonna say. But you're not doing that, but you're like not talking to other guys.
I know. Well, because
how would you feel if he started talking to another girl?
Oh, I would get hurt. I would get hurt. Sure. Yes. But at the end of the day,
yeah. There we go. I feel like that whole thing was just them trying to convince her that, like, babe, you are on the wrong thing.
Okay.
In the end, that's what will probably be.
You don't want to admit it.
Yeah. Right. You meet someone else that you want to commit to.
Yep.
I think overall, we are very optimistic people, and so like I just want the best for him, he wants the best for me. So yes, I'd be like, damn, he got another girl, like lucky for her, that sucks. But at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, well, I'm very valuable too. Like I can go get a guy in a second, you know, like kind of deal, you know, that's my mentality.
That's how you would, like,
yeah,
you know, that's
so,
what I wanted.
I'm glad she has enough self-respect or self-worth to be like, I could get a guy if I wanted to, just like in a second. I don't want it to come across from me that like I think that he's a bad guy. I just think she's putting herself in the position of getting hurt, even though she knows that he doesn't want a relationship. Like he's obviously been upfront that entire time. He's obviously told her time and time again he doesn't want to be in a relationship right now. He wants to keep things open, whatever. And I think she's the one that's hurting herself with it. And I think that's the part she doesn't understand is like, well, he's not going to hurt me. But the question isn't your friends with benefits is going to hurt you when this ends. It's someone will get hurt when this ends. Even if it's her hurting herself by anticipating, by hoping, by expecting, by whatever, a relationship with him and not getting that, I think she'll be hurt. Even if it's just that he starts talking to another girl. If she were to start talking to another guy, I don't think he'd care.
I guess that's kind of where I'm at of like,
and you seem that you make her feel that way, right? Like it's not like she doesn't feel restricted or anything.
Absolutely.
Like,
exactly what I just said.
I have a question. This is going to be a deep question. We're getting real deep here. Okay, so you said you both feel like you're really good for each other, right? And I want to ask you, you know how she feels about you. You know how her feelings are involved. Do you think that your friends with benefits relationship is good for her?
I do, personally.
I don't know if she believes that answer from him. She's like, oh, you do. I'm glad that Kat asked that question because that was the top of my mind. I literally have been saying I don't think this is good for you. The fact that he says that he thinks it's good for her is kind of crazy because I'm like, I mean, I'll wait for him to explain, but I'm also just like, maybe because just to keep the convenience alive for him, he wants to continue it. He's just like, if I say that it's bad for her, then I'm a bad person for wanting it to continue.
I know who I am as a person, and most importantly, I know that I've been transparent. I haven't hidden anything, and I've left it. I've put it on the table in a way to where she can step back at any moment and readjust or do whatever she needs to do for herself.
That's not the question though. It's not whether or not you've been doing enough to be able to like make sure she doesn't get hurt or anything. It's, do you think that this is healthy for her, just in general? Not have you been healthy about your boundaries, not have you been healthy regarding this relationship, but do you think it's healthy for her? Besides like the sex, obviously, the friendship and the talks and the laughs we share and things like that do help her grow as a person. There's a reason why she left where she was from before and moved, to reset and get a different set of mind. And, I think I'm helping with that, whether or not, sure, there's hurt with the feelings and all that, but the reason why we stayed together been seeing each other this long is due to the benefits. And we're friends with benefits. One of the benefits is like helping her grow as a person. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I feel like just being her friend could help her benefit and grow in real life, but not putting her in this position. I mean, maybe it's a learning lesson for her and that will help her grow in the future. I just am like, just because she moved and stuff and like you're helping her grow doesn't necessarily mean that she's not going to get hurt or that this is like a healthy situation for her to be in. But I guess maybe for her future self to know that this isn't something she wants to do again and she actually just wants to be in a committed relationship, or maybe realize that like, hey, if I do friends with benefits, I just can't even be like attracted to them in any sort, like they have to be a terrible person that's like hot or something. I don't know.
I feel like I'm not hurting her. If anything, I think she's growing. Like, we're growing together.
He thinks that he's hurting her. That's not the case. If you've been transparent and everything, and she still continues to be with you, that's basically her hurting herself when she sets up expectations and hopes and whatever, and they don't get fulfilled.
Yeah, I mean, even if we were just friends without the sex, I think that I'd just be growing from him too.
Then why are you guys having sex? Sorry.
Because like I also haven't made a lot of friends out here, and he's been like a really big supporter for me out here, and I'm all alone out here. I have no family or anything, so it's been really nice to have a friend, even without the sex part, to like call up and say like, hey, I locked my keys in my car, can you come help me, you know? And so he's there for me for those type of things too.
But can you have that relationship without the sex?
Are they reading my mind? What the fuck?
Sex, it complicates it, right?
It does.
It does.
Get involved.
I've actually, like, one of the times where we realized she was catching feelings, I was set on the fact, like, it's the sex. Like, clearly it's the sex that's making you catch feelings. So we've even taken weeks, 3 weeks of no sex. I'll go over there. We might not hang out as much, but I've gone 3 weeks not having sex. And I still go over, though, and I will spend the night, and we won't have sex.
Like a relationship to me. I'm sorry. It's just the fact that you guys have had sex and you guys are still being friends. Like that, like, it blurs the lines because you guys have had sex. So it's like kind of a relationship thing that you do that. But if you guys never had sex, it would just be a friend thing. I don't know. I don't understand. This is literally, I think, the most complicated thing I've ever had to try to comprehend in my entire life.
So for me personally, sex doesn't really affect anything. You know what I mean?
But do you think it affects her?
Oh, her.
I get that it doesn't mean as much to you. But
I personally, honestly, I mean, I don't know. Again, she's grown a lot, but definitely at one point it did affect her. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't think it affects her now, though?
Put it this way, yeah. Had we never had sex, we probably wouldn't even be here.
Well, you wouldn't, because you wouldn't be friends with benefits. You're only there because you did have sex. Like, yeah, nah. I'm just kind of wondering, though, obviously this question can never be answered, if she would have caught feelings if they had just been friends. Because she was already attracted to him off the bat. So if they had just been friends, would his personality be the thing that she's attracted to, or is it physical? I still feel like she'd probably fall in love because she has feelings for him. Like, and I guess that's probably why I'm like, that seems even more like a relationship, because I'm like, if she likes you and wants to be in a relationship with you, she likes you as a person. She's attracted to you as a person. So you just spending time with her is kind of more like dating.
She wouldn't have never, you know?
Interesting.
I have one question for you. You separated the sex from the friends, but would you be hurt by not having this good friend any longer? I feel like you, from what you've said, you're fearful of, not fearful, but in the past you've been hurt by losing a friend. Right. So would that not put you in the yes category if you would be hurt by losing the friend even without the benefits?
Oh yeah, I'd be hurt. The initial prompt.
Someone will get hurt when this ends. It's kind of an ambiguous thing because it ending could just be the sex part of it. You still remain friends. But like, it could also mean the friendship, but I feel like everybody would get hurt when the friendship ends. I love how so much time and effort is being put into these two. Like, even the other people are asking them questions. We haven't even gotten to the other two couples about where they're feeling, why one person yes and one person is no. I love how we're just focusing on these two. I feel like that's the most important because we know feelings are involved.
You'd be hurt if this ends.
You don't believe that this will end with a big heartbreak.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Right, that's why he's on no.
Yeah,
Right. You don't believe that. You think this is going to end like everyone's going to
cordial, like, just, you know.
But you'd have some type of feeling if we weren't friends, right?
No,
You
yeah.
wouldn't just leave me. Just to make sure. Okay.
And you're on yes.
Yeah.
You think someone's going to get hurt in the end?
I just, in general, like, I feel like any type of friendship, whether it was like a girl or like a guy, like, I feel like I'm a very sensitive person, and that no matter what it is, you're losing someone that you spent a lot of time with, you had good memories with. Like,
True.
I feel like that's gotta hurt a little bit deep down.
Yeah, so even like the sex part, she's like, I'll miss the time that we fucked in an elevator. I don't know.
But you think like that is going to happen in the end? Like they're...
Unless it ends in a bad way, but then I would just be mad, which is still, still hurt.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would say but it would depend on like what it was. Like, say I was talking to another girl and I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna leave. Like, yeah, I'm hurt, but it's like, that was my decision.
He's talking to another girl, so that hurts my feelings, so I'm gonna leave. Sounds like you guys are breaking up.
That's going to happen though. Like,
I don't know.
talk to some other girl and then it will end with pain.
I mean, like, not necessarily like a pain. Like, I'm not gonna like be over here crying over you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, but I'll be like, damn, that sucks. Like, on to the next, like, just like she said. I mean, pretty girls out in this world.
Yeah.
Try not to think about it too deep, you know?
I like that she's like, I'm not gonna cry over it. He kind of looked upset over that. They're not gonna address the second couple? One said yes and one said no there too. I guess it wasn't interesting enough.
And that is our episode.
Okay.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Split Decision, where sisters get real.
Ooh.
It's sure to be fiery and fun. Check it out. Thank you all so much. Give me one of these.
Damn.
Only me.
I got you.
Thank
got
you.
Yeah, I want to.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Going down the line.
Yeah. Wow.
Maybe I'll have to react to the sisters fighting and saying their true opinions on things. That'd be kind of fun. Yeah, I feel like I ended where I started with this, which is I don't understand friends with benefits. I don't like things I don't understand. I don't like friends with benefits because I don't understand them. And I feel like it's just too confusing. And this is like the hardest thing I've ever had to comprehend in my life. I honestly can't say I'm surprised by the outcomes of some of those answers, but honestly, there was quite a bit that shocked me in that video too. Having never been in a friends with benefits situation, I honestly can't say that I envy the people who get involved in a friends with benefits without establishing some sort of ground rules or boundaries first. It seems like you're willingly putting your feelings on the line, but nonetheless, it was kind of interesting to hear more about the inner workings of a friends with benefits situation. If you like this video and would like to see me react to more videos on my channel, make sure you hit the like button so I know to make more. Maybe I'll react to that sister split decision video in the future. And if you would like to see anything else I put out on my channel, from gaming to reaction to makeup videos or really anything in between, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I try and post as often as I can. All right, that's all for today's video. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. Don't want to mess with us. Got Jesus on my necklace. Okay.
Oh, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Get up, come on, get down with the sickness.
I swear my computer listens to me.